Wait a minute. That's not what it's like to work here. That recruiting video's just a hunk of shit.
What's up, people? Just waiting for the verse to go ahead and start loading and seeing what's going to end up happening. Hey, Anderson. I was able to jump in on your server, so how are you doing today? Kind of noticed nobody else is on and about today. Ah, there's Jelly. What's going on, Jelly? Give me a second, guys. I'm letting everything load up here before I start trying to switch screens and move things around here, so... There we are. Now I just have Discord to bring up. Okay, 1 second there. Let's finish bringing everything up. Oh, Jesus. What was in there? What am I afraid to look at now? Welcome to the Space Traveler. Holy fuck, you guys, come on. I'm never living that down. Okay. Alright. Here's what it is. Let's get back over here to the channel. Okay. Good morning. It's not on. I didn't turn anything back on. So, we'll just have to see. So, Anderson, okay, the astatine source. Yeah, there was one that was down on. Hold on, let me grab my Moby here. As soon as I get out of the elevator, I'll show you. There was one that was down in Area 18, and I could get a load of astatine from there, as well as a different load from Walla. And I believe by the time you run both of those runs, you're able to kind of square up pretty well on having it refresh. So let me see, where was it? I don't want to butcher the names because we did an exploration here on Lyra early on, and I want to say astatine was coming from one of these locations, and it was a pretty solid supply, at least once an hour. And then the other one, obviously, is up here in Hurston at Eda, where you can pick up a load at Ryder, and then you can pick up a load at Woodruff. So by the time you get through the three, usually you're pretty square and pretty solid. But as much as I love running it, the challenge that I was having is that although it's got a slightly better spread than titanium does, I can get the titanium much faster. Yeah. So Woodruff, about every hour you can pick up a full load, and Ryder you can pick up a full load about every hour and a half, if I recall correctly. And then the rest of the places that I've explored were all like little bitty piddly, just you can't really get a whole ton from them. So Anderson, where's Xano this morning? Usually he's on really bright and early. Yeah, I'm at Lorville right now. I was goofing around this morning before stream and just ran a couple of loads of Laranite, so I'm actually here. I'm gonna run over and double check the trade terminals and make sure I've cleaned everything out and sold everything out. I have not flown one yet, Anderson. Or Brigand, sorry. I know your name pops up as Anderson here, so I just call you Anderson. Good morning there, Bulldogs. Oh, man. It was raining first thing this morning. It's looking like it's going to end up being a pretty beautiful day outside. I may have to, some point in time, 12:30, 1 o'clock this afternoon, run out and see if I can go cut the grass. So like I said, first thing, I'm just going to go make sure my cats are clear, because I think that I've got 2 that still have product on them at this point. So how's everybody else's morning going so far? Now the thing is, I really want to get that Gladius out. I went through Xano's build on it and went ahead and put everything on there last night. Got everything squared away, so I really want to get Xano's build out there and go see how it does on a couple of different contracts and stuff. You're still howling from yesterday. Yeah. So, alright, no big deal. He's been putting in a lot of hours lately. He's been staying up late and trying to head into work and do everything like that, so. Who knows, maybe at some point we'll see Chad jump on. If not, like I said, I'm just going to kick back, chill, have a good day, relax a little bit, mess around with the fighters, do a few things. Won't be anything over the top. So yeah, Bulldogs, I'm glad you really enjoyed yesterday's little escapade. I now know better than to open my mouth on a Saturday stream. No more damn chicken costume for me. Uh-huh. So, yeah. I nearly spit my drink out, too. They are hilarious, and they are funny, and they will get used, and they will get leveraged. And I hate to say it, but that's not what I want the channel to be known for, is the frickin' chicken dance. So, Brigand, I did do some trading first thing this morning, but I'm not really planning on doing a ton of trading today. Yeah, I did still have 2 caterpillars full. Um, I really kind of, like I said, I want to get the Gladius out and be able to kind of mess around with that. No, Panda, it's not going to always be the Chicken Dance channel. That will be something that you guys can look back on very fondly of, a brand new streamer, brand new stream, you know, getting his comeuppance and being broken in by the stream really quickly. Morning, Luke. How you doing today, buddy? Thought I heard somebody had logged on, but guess not. All right, it's all good. All right, so Anderson, again, thank you very much for yesterday for sponsoring the giveaway. Um, I believe you were on, or maybe you weren't on last night, but we were able to get back with Ryloth last night and get over to Levski and get him squared away. So I am very appreciative of what you were able to do, and I know that was just because the reclaimer didn't cost you anything, but still, I do want to send you a heartfelt thank you for that. I did transfer Chad, a couple million last night. He went ahead and bought his second Caterpillar back, and I transferred him a couple million last night out of that in order to be able to let him get back into the upper echelon of trading again. Oh yeah, Luke, man, everything's good, man. I'm having a good morning. It's you know, so far and I'm not really planning on doing any trading. I was doing it pre-stream just to kind of make some money, kind of rebuild some of those funds that had given up and transferred yesterday to Chad and in the ship sale. But so far this morning I've been able to get 6 full caterpillars of Laranite sold. So it's put me right back up to about that 9.5 million mark, and that's on top of yesterday's expenditures fully outfitting the Gladius with Xano's build. So I'm gonna get that out and go see if I can really suck at dogfighting for a little while. So Panda, you're going to petition for Sig to put in a chicken suit for Thanksgiving. All right, it can happen. It could happen. And who knows? Maybe. I'm almost afraid to say this. I'm not gonna put any hopes in anybody's hearts here, but maybe it'll be one of those things where Thanksgiving Day I yank out the chicken suit and play, streaming the chicken suit for the day. That's gonna be hot as hell. Then everybody can, have a good time, laugh at what's going on. Make fun of a fool on Twitch. Who knows? We'll see. No, not chicken suit Saturdays. That's too damn much. I ain't getting paid enough to do that routine. No, seriously though. It's that suit is really, really hot. I know you're trying there, buddy, but no, that suit is really, really hot. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world. Chicken skits and Chad should dress up as Peter. Okay, I got it. Alright. There we go. So it would be the whole non-stop constant fighting thing. Yeah. So Brigand, you said you were here over at Lorville. Is that correct? You wanted to pull out that one fighter for me? Hangar 9? Okay. I'll definitely go check it out. I mean, I've never flown one before, so. Let's just see what happens. Hangar 9. Yeah, there was a guy who was recording earlier. That is a pretty wicked little ship. I'm just gonna admire for a second here. It looks like a giant mosquito or a dragonfly. Legitimately looks more like a dragonfly. I did hear them a little bit earlier. There was a dude that was like when he landed over at Besdick when I was messing around, and he had one, and it turns out he's another streamer. Um, I went ahead and did a follow for him. I'm gonna have to get his name. He's out of Spain, and whoa, this little sucker moves. This little sucker can move. And that's slick as hell. Nice. Yeah, I can hear it, dude. That's a really kind of cool sound. That's nice audio. Strafe sideways or just start doing the turns? Oh, wow. Okay. So they got a really good audio log for this. How's the weaponry and stuff on it? Ah, okay. Doesn't have a good heat absorption either, though. Okay, so it has less firepower than even just the standard Gladius does. That could pose a challenge. Thruster fluctuation? Really? Yeah, man, I can't even hold the... Seriously, I can't even hold the freaking afterburn down. I mean, it is a really cool looking ship. I like the way that they designed this. I mean, that is beautiful, actually. turn on some thrusters. How good do we do if we overclock? I mean, it seems like it's really, really maneuverable, all things considering. Placeholder menu. Okay. What does she sound like when she goes to quantum? I'm gonna bring her back down. Alright, fair enough. We'll take her to aerial first. So what made you pick up this one, Anderson? Oh, now that's kind of cool. That's a good effect, actually. Yeah, I remember. Okay, so it was just kind of rounding out the rest of your collection there? Is that what it was? Okay, fair enough. I'm assuming it's probably not going to be a ship that you're going to be tooling around with all that crazy much compared to some of the others. Let's see now. Where are they at? There it is. Hey, you never know what they're gonna make. I mean, with the next patch having some fixed weapon upgrades and stuff like that, it might make it into something that's really, really viable. Maybe not a true frontline fighter, but maybe it'll make it into something that's a lot more viable. But being able to see as much as you can see right here, I like that. I'm not 100% sold on the basic layout here of the panels, but because it completely cuts off that lower panel unless you look down. Oh, that was a sick sound. That's almost kind of creepy as hell. Oh, I can definitely see where this would be a great little ship to kind of putt around with. How well does it do on quantum fuel? Didn't look like it was too bad on that. Just even the minor jumps that we did. Although this little glitchy, system kind of sparking on the freaking dashboard effect that I'm getting is a little bit unnerving. That's annoying. I mean, I can see it. It's eventually going to have its place, but I mean, right now it's kind of one of those that's, what do you do with it? I mean, if it can't really take too much of a hit, and it doesn't dish out a ton of firepower, it's just very maneuverable. But you can't afterburn the thing. I mean, it's not like it even fits into a racer category. It feels like a racer, but let's see where they're going to put me. Although it does make flying in third-person view a little bit more difficult. This is definitely super responsive. Especially with its landing gear down, almost like the VTOL mode, yeah. See, you can't judge it. You can't judge it in third person. Solza, hey, what's up, buddy? Glad you were able to jump over here. So I was just telling the guys that are in, some of my initial core audience here that, I'd run into you first thing this morning. You were flying one of these, and one of my viewers here, Anderson, he has one, pulled it out. He let me go ahead and take a look at it. So, like I said, wasn't trying to be rude to you earlier, man. It was just one of those where it's like I had a full load of laranite, and you walked up on the Caterpillar, brother. So I was like, yeah, it's just not going to happen. I'm just not going to risk it. So guys, especially those of y'all that are over on the EU, just to give you a heads up, Solza is also a streamer. He does YouTube and Twitch, so if you guys want to look him up, take a second, look him up, and it is Solza9. If you guys want to look him up and maybe check out his channel, it looks like he streams pretty much at alternate times than I do. Well, I mean, it's not something that hurts too badly anymore, Salza. But the reality is that I don't want to just arbitrarily put myself in true risky situations, because I had no idea who you are and what your intentions were. You could have easily jumped on and ganked my ship there. It's not like crazier things have not been happening lately. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Gladius. Like I said, I did Xano's loadout from the other day, and I want to be able to get out there and just see how well it actually performs for me. Because he swapped me from the fixed to the gimbals, and I've never been fantastic with gimbals. And Solza, your English was just fine. It was enough for me to understand it, and that was perfect. Yeah. So I don't know what's wrong, but I think maybe there's a possibility that he sharded himself in his suit. So yeah, you just hang out there, buddy. You be you. Put charts of each ship that is worth to buy in game in terms of profit depending on commodities. I didn't. Did you put that on Discord? So Salsa, that's pretty much almost exclusively what my channel is, and we have 30Ks, but not to that level. Not to what it used to be like in 3.8. Anderson, let me get airborne, and I'll flip it over and I'll take a look. Go ahead and let this sit on cruise control. Let this just gain some altitude for a while. Yeah, Souls, just to be honest, man, stay out of the ones that are claimed to be the best. I know it's got the lowest ping, but they don't always work really, really well. Um, from a trade perspective, the EU is going to be the most stable way that you can possibly be on there. So I'm about to go through. So I'm assuming, was it... So I've got a channel specifically now set up for ship loadouts. So as somebody comes across a good loadout on Urkel or whatever and wants to pin it here, they can pin it there or drop it in there. Let's see. Let's ignore the chicken suit stuff. Here we go. All right. So best prices for the freelancer. Is this what we're talking about, Anderson? All right. So let's bring it up. Let's see what we got. So freelancer, cost to fill versus profit. Man, this is fantastic work here, bud. I think this would be this is some stuff that people are really going to want to see. Buy price, sell price. Okay. Freelancer max. Not too shabby. Yeah, Anderson loves to put together stuff like this on what is able to be done. So 314 there. Caterpillar, obviously 386. Now, is this based upon that 24.1? Or is it based upon what you discovered the other day, where it was at actually, even though it says 24.1, you're paying 25 for it? Best prices you can find. Okay, fair enough. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and pin. Let's pin that one. Pin that one. And we will pin that one. So yeah, now from now on, people should be able to go in here, see the pins, be able to pull what they need to, including the voice attack and you know, just the standard overall basic core routes as well. So that's good. I'm glad. Thank you for doing that, buddy. I really do appreciate it. That's awesome. That's awesome information, man. That is really good. Alright, so we're out in space. What are we gonna do now? Like I said, I want to put this sucker to its test. So let me go ahead and get my mercenary call to arms. Let's accept that one. Then I'm going to go to personal. Let's go to mercenary. I am not good with mine we're taking, clearing the competition. Wire cutter, privacy screen, righteous raid, retribution, procurement. I don't want to do the double tap, not alone. I can't. I'm not as good as your brother with that one. So let's just see what we got. And minor claim, knock out the sentry guards in place. We can handle the mine. Don't worry, we'll cut you. Let's just go ahead. I don't care if I get a crime stat. Let's just go ahead and do some stuff. Have some fun with it. Let's track that bad boy. I don't want to do a freaking 30 million jump and no. Nope. Not doing that in the Gladius. So let's see. Personal, mercenary. 9 tails. What can I do that's out here? I know the double taps are usually... Alright. Object offer. Clearing the competition. Let's see if we can get some... I'll leave the double tap for right now. Cover needed. Don't need the crypto key. Righteous raid. Execution warrants and the ghosts are the ones that I'm really looking for, but I am not getting them, and that's the problem right now. There's one. Alright, let's accept that bad boy. That's the one. And we will abandon that. Track this one. So yeah, those were what I was waiting for. Okay. Alright. Let's just see. What did you do? What did you do in chat? Dude, seriously? Son, I'm going to come over to your house, and I'm going to hurt you. I know you're going to have many moons of entertainment with this, but I'm going to hurt you. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, let's go ahead and get this bad boy done and see what else it opens up for us. And like I said, I have not taken this fighter into any combat whatsoever since I completely changed out the loadout and went from fixed to gimbaled. So yeah, almost all of my ships are in-game purchase ships. Solza, everything that I have from my Origin to my Reclaimer to all but one of my Caterpillars, you know. This Gladius, everything is all 100% purchased in game, and it's all from trading, which is the reason why when people bring up that they're afraid to trade, there's a way to make it work for you. Come on, where's your beacon at? said, I want to see how well his loadout actually works for me. Oh, that's right. Let me do this first before I do anything like that. I almost completely forgot. That's not cool. Hold on. You are kidding me, right? Oh, wow. Everything that I put on yesterday appears to be gone. Fine. We will get in just down this bad boy. Go back and let's just see if for whatever reason it tried to load it on the other one. Yeah, see, but I specifically did it for Gladius too. That's why I'm going to go back and check here in a minute. That's part of the secret, Souls. I have not had to do hardly any resets. Very, very few. So I'm just going to missile boat this asshole and get it done. That way I can go back and get my other one and make sure it's working. Like I said, I'm just going to missile boat the crap out of this dude, get it done with. Alright, don't want to let me missile you. Alright. Now let's head back to Hurston, because I want to be able to go ahead and get this squared away. That shouldn't have been... I should have had all of my fun gear to work with. Actually, we'll probably go to Everest Harbor. Be easier for me to get in and out of that. Okay, sorry about not answering there since I was in the middle of that dogfight. So Solza, actually, I have the Merchant Man as my main account ship, but because it's not currently in game, they gave me a Caterpillar in its stead, right? Now, since I know that you're kind of new here, the reality is that my Caterpillar is my main ship that I use almost all the time. So I have 4 of them currently at this point. Let's see, are you going to show me Everest? You're not. What planet? Um, I'm working towards Solza. I'm working towards being able to get a whole Z or a whole C. Um, I want one for long term, but again, that'll be one that I purchase the direct ship for. You know what? I didn't even bother to check. Let's see. Hold on. So I just selected number 2, right? Let's make sure they didn't do it. Strike Force. So they switched everything over to my to number 1. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and land and grab number 1. So yeah, Souls, I really don't know yet with which way it's going to play out long term. What's going to be better, the Hull C or the Merchantman? I'm kind of betting on the fact that it's going to be the Merchantman, but realistically, I'm probably like I said, I know I'm going to be purchasing a Hull C, at least for the organization. Let that chill and head in towards the station right now. Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, the whole C is technically, I think, going to have more SCU available to it, um, but the uh, the Merchantman just kind of brings that additional little kind of shop flair and other stuff to it. So it's kind of whichever way you want to go about it. But I mean, even with the Merchantman, I think it's like 3,500 SCU of cargo space, which is still fantastic, at least for right now. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, Jelly, if that takes place. I really wouldn't. Well, that's annoying. Let me go ahead and cancel that hailing call. Everest, you're now making me a little bit angry. Well, yeah, but Jelly, I mean, even if it's over 2,500 cargo space, I mean, that's going to come out to be a hell of a good amount. Okay. Gotta love it when it tells you where it's not going to tell you where to land. There it is. Finally. Man, it takes so much time for me to get used to this thing after being in the Caterpillar all morning. Alright, no, I mean total of 1,000. Kraken has give up almost 2,000 SCU to fit the shops, and it's a larger ship. Okay, well, fair enough. I mean, we'll just have to see what happens, what nerf they finally do give it, for real. I'll, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. But, I mean, they could justify it and say that, yes, you may have to give up some cargo for the shops, but at the end of the day, you may have to have enough cargo in order to be able to support the shops. So they could say it any way they want to. The overall size of the ship is freaking humongous, so... Alright, so good luck, buddy. Hope you have a good night and a good day, and we'll see you later. So we'll go ahead and file a claim on this one. Like I said, I still want to get out there and test this this setup, so... Who knows, Jelly? It could happen. So, what all you said you were doing a bunch of Java coding this morning. What all you doing? What's up? What you trying to accomplish? Oh, excuse me. Sorry, it was late night last night. So I can definitely tell you there appears to be a whole lot more people that are up and awake at, you know, my normal stream time in the mornings during the week. I guess everybody got drunk and decided to sleep in this morning. Okay, now I'm gonna check something before I head to that ship again, because that's not what I was expecting. See, everything's missing. That's all. So it's not the Gladius, now it's the Gladius 2. What in the freak is... Oh, there it goes. Okay. Gladius 2. That's the one we want to pull. Alright, will do, Jelly. Alright, on pad 3. Heading back over. Like I said, I really want to try it. I was going to do that last night, but or yesterday afternoon when I got on, but that's when you were over hacking. I was like, all right, well, I really didn't have anything important going on. I know Chad was trying to make a little bit of money back, so it was one where I was like, all right, let me just go ahead and get him squared away. You want to see what? My lack of dogfighting prowess? Alright, JS300, Zelta throw. Yeah, it's all there. So let's go ahead and overclock those neutrino cannons. Turn on the gimbal. Well, I'm sure it's going to do a hell of a lot better with a better pilot, but we'll find out. Personal. Merc. Clearing the problem and authorized execution warrant. Accept. Let's do a micro jump to clear this. Yes, I am using gimbals on this build. It's got 3 size 3 gimbals, and then it's matched down with the NN14s, the size 2 cannons. So it should have a pretty good punch to it overall. Set to the beacon. Of course, that's fine. No worries. Carrick. What? Why is this dude out here? My radar range is apparently shitty. Launch countermeasures. he's already ripped through his shields. Alright, that'll work. That's not too bad. That'll work. Gotta get used to these as opposed to repeaters. I'm still pretty dependent on my missiles, but it's not a bad build overall. I just got to get much better with direct contact on those particular on that aiming pip. That's something I need a lot more practice on, you know. So it seems to work. Seems to work pretty damn well. I mean, I'm a little bit more confident that I could get into, you know, some kind of flight or some kind of mission and be able to accomplish it now without having to have somebody else there. Go ahead and land and get some resupply done really quickly. Well, see, and Jelly, that's kind of the thing is I don't know, I haven't done enough of this type of combat or had enough people on where I could sit there and practice and do the dogfightings stuff to really just kind of be able to form an opinion one way or the other. Why do you prefer the lag pip? Okay. Alright, like I said, dude, I haven't done enough of this other than just a few little messing around kind of things to really have an opinion one way or the other. So, it's all good. I mean, I can tell you right now, between the stock build and this build, there is a world of difference. Got to be a little more gentle with this one than I do with the Caterpillar. All right, there we go. What do you mean by how is it different? I know uh, I know every ship's got some differences to it, but you know, what do you mean by the UI being different there? All right, that's fair. The HUD's different. Okay. I just feel like my pilot's gonna pass out just constantly from this thing. So yeah, I definitely want to see the group be able to get back on at some point in time, maybe later today if anybody's available and or whatnot, and we can kind of go from there. Get into a bunch of these double taps and try some stuff out. Oh, and by the way, the whole those pictures and images and stuff like that, the chicken stuff, all that stuff is going to be new emotes that are coming out here. I think I need two more stream points before I unlock the additional emotes, and then all that stuff is coming. So, y'all be able to have fun with those. And I did decide that I will turn the part of that chicken dance into a GIF. So there'll be some stuff that's available there. All praise the Cluck Overlord. Yeah. Alright. Didn't quite go the way I'd hoped for, but he still went down pretty damn quick. He went down real quick. Let's see, what else we got? Just to mess around with. Got a couple more. Large multi-crew crafts. Alright, well, we'll give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen, right? I have to run, fleeing, and screaming. Well, yeah, Jelly, death is the worst that could happen, but, I mean, it's all good. It's not like I've made any bones about saying that I suck at dogfighting, so why would I ever be embarrassed about that, especially after yesterday? Guys, I gotta just, I'll razz myself about that for a long time, too. I know Chad and my son are going to get many, many, many miles out of that one. Okay, come on, show me what I've got. Vanguard. Looked like he was engaging something else because I thought I saw some shots. Wasn't wanting to run into him. That one's on me. I flew into him. Told you I gotta get better at aiming. Give me a second here. What the fuck? Where did he go? Come on. Alright, fuck this dude. Seriously? A couple of missiles in these shots should have done a lot more than what's happening here. I feel like I basically have to fucking ram his ass to get him right now. Okay, this is getting ridiculous here. Okay, that is now ridiculous. I'm gonna go planet side and get this thing repaired, get some more missiles, and go just knock him down, because that is ridiculous. Prowler overclocks struggles with Vanguard sometimes. Yeah, that's why I was like, no, screw that. I just basically almost want to go ahead and just get my too close with the nuts. There we go. Anderson should have one. I'll come back. I'm just gonna go grab some more missiles, load out, and come back, and then I know I'll just missile spam the fuck out of him. Because that is stupid how tough that ship is. I mean, there for a minute I was like, no, that's got to be me. That's got to be my issue. But that's just asinine. Yeah, but Jelly, there's got to be a way to really kind of get through that. And I know it's 2 size 2 shields. I get that. But still, you shouldn't have to bring out something massive just in order to be able to take down a freaking Vanguard. We'll go give it one more try. I mean, that's all I can do at this point. See, look at that. Look how bad he just royally fucked me over. I can't repair here. Let's try this again. Harry sees her coming out, and a strong, heavy fighter's supposed to be. Yeah, well. Come on. Let's go back and do this one more time. let's get to where we can actually see him. But yeah, that thing is fucking brutal. I may have to go buy one. So, Jelly Anderson, you know, was this one of the ones that Chad was running around with you guys the other day? I think this is one of the ones that he lost, right? Okay. Now I should be able to access him again. Let's go try this debacle one more time. How much does one cost? I haven't looked him up before. Just gonna missile spam your ass. Ah, Jesus. Fine. Fuck you. I'm just gonna ram your ass then. This is ridiculous. See? I don't care. I will ram your ass. If that helps bring down your fucking shields. Because I am that annoyed with you right now. Dude, even fucking ramming him isn't working. This is bullshit. Okay, fuck this dude. I've given him every missile I have, all of my guns, rammed into him. I mean, what more does it take to take down a fucking Vanguard? This is stupid. I mean, my shields are recovering just fine, and that's not an issue, but this dude's stuff is just fucking ridiculous. I mean, I liked Xano's build up to this point, but shouldn't feel like I have to have a second fighter out here just to take something down. All right. It is what it is. It's a lost cause. All right. I'm out of here. Not worth it. That is absolutely ridiculous. So Xano, I really like the build, and it ripped through everything other than this one freaking Vanguard. No matter what I did, I cannot get through that Vanguard. I went down, I reloaded, I launched off a bunch more missiles back at him again. Just, it is what it is. So, it's all good, man. I mean, even, and you guys saw it, even there for a minute, I ran into him, what, 2, 3, 4 times, and still nothing? It was like, for fuck's sake, that's just ridiculous. I hate to do that one and get rid of that one, but I'm going to go ahead and drop that one. Alright guys, so like I said, screwing around this morning. It's already after 12 here. I think I'm going to go ahead and bounce for the day. I've got the yard to cut and another window to fix this morning, or this afternoon. So I will be back on this later on today if you guys are up and available. So just leave me a message or whatever over on Discord, and I'll try and get logged back in. My wife's at work all day today, so you know, we'll hit each other up a little bit later on. All right. So guys, I'll tell you what. I'll see you a little bit later, and I appreciate everybody for being here this morning. So Jelly, Xando, Anderson, Rylaw, glad all you guys could be around. Everybody else that's just kind of been kicking back and lurking in the background. Glad you were here, and appreciate you for being around. Have a good one.